All right, so today we're going to talk about Mr. and Mrs. Hayden and their journey that you guys just finished your first 6 months with Black Belt Business Elite, which is the program for Double Your Dojo. It's the one-on-one coaching program. So I want to talk about your experiences so other people kind of get to know a little bit behind the scenes of what this actually looks like. I guess really where we should start is tell us a little bit about yourself and your Taekwondo school.
We are a ATA martial arts school in rural Indiana, a community of about 10,000 people. We've been at this same location for 20 some years. Love, kids and teaching martial arts and life skills. I do most of the teaching, and it's been great.
So, what was the problem you had when you first started the program? What were you trying to solve?
The big thing that was really interesting to me was organic growth. It's something we'd all did back in the 2000s. The internet took over and we got away from school programs and things like that. I had always done school programs, but never gotten like actual students from it other than goodwill and some community branding and stuff like that. I'd never really enrolled a bunch of students from it. So that was the big thing. After talking to you the first time, like we set a goal on income that was double what we're thinking originally, and we're still aiming for that, which I think for us was a good just an eye-opening like think, hey, we didn't think that was a possibility as well. So I think that was a big one as well.
Was there anything in particular about the program that you feel like has helped you? Like, why do you feel like it's actually been effective?
I would say it's the way in which the school talk that I'm going and doing right now is basically the same school talk I did years ago. We did a bullying one, which was different during sometimes back in the past, but the other one I'm doing right now is basically the same one I did in the past. The difference is the system in collecting leads through it, and then the mass enrollment at the end, I think, is the biggest thing for us. We'd never done a mass enrollment before. We've always done one-to-one, and be able to have a Saturday when you have 20 kids come in and 6 kids enroll. That's a good day, like you cannot complain about that. And it makes it like, oh, I'm doing these school talks, and I will happily do school talks all day long if I get 20 kids on a Saturday and a bunch of them enroll.
Yeah, okay, awesome. That's great. Why did you choose our program specifically over anything else? Why choose W Dojo or Black Belt Business Elite?
Probably a couple of things. One, I know a lot of the other coaching things out there, and I've just kind of gotten sick of the same old from them. It's this charge more money and I don't know. They just doesn't seem to be anything different. For us, it was really the organic side of things. We love our small community. This is where we live and where we've grown up, and we want to make an impact here. That was what attracted us originally, and has it been a big thing for us. We haven't spent a ton of money getting new students, just some sweat equity, building some rapport with people and learning a good system to make sure we're converting those people over to students.
Okay, awesome. And I guess as a result of implementing the program, like going through the Triangle Codex and doing the organic marketing, what was the outcome?
Just did the numbers last night. Less than 2 months, we enrolled like 24 new students just doing the school programs in just 2 months.
And we had our testing last night, and it took longer because, like, oh my goodness, we have so many white belts. This is amazing.
Income has most certainly gone up, bank account better, and then more students on the floor. A repeatable system. Next year, we'll do the exact same things again and use some of the principles that we've learned about the mass enrollment and things like that for other kinds of events that we're going to do as well. Those are big impact things that will change the way we do certain things in the future that will grow student base or revenue and whatnot in the future. I like going into a school and getting to hang out with a bunch of kids and inspire them, and then have them come in and enroll is awesome. Can't go wrong with like 25 new students in less than 2 months. I'm spending no money on ads. I think some people are doing that. They're getting 25 new students in 2 months regularly, but they've got ad spend that they're doing. They are in much larger communities than mine. And we did those 25. Those are just from the school programs, not from any other marketing that we did outside of that.
Very awesome. So for there's 24 students at 145 bucks a month, that's about 3,500 bucks a month increase in recurring revenue every month. And the cool
Yeah.
part is two things about it is like one is it's obviously recurring, right? It's not so like one blip where you get a couple new people, whatever. This
Yep.
is like money every month. Say they stay for a year, that's 42 grand, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, hopefully, some of those people stay for longer. Also, the things that they're going to buy, the people that they're going to refer. And the other cool part is like, there's still a couple schools, I think 2 or 3 schools you haven't even done yet. Like they're scheduled, they're ready, but like that's going to increase the numbers too. So I think it's amazing. And the fact that you can repeat this every single year and bring in at minimum, we've already done 42K a year in revenue. That'll be huge. So I guess my other question is, how's your life changed since achieving this? Like learning how to do organic marketing, like how's that actually changed anything?
It's given us just another way that we can go out and recruit students.
I think it's been great to be in the community more, to get into the schools. I'll be out somewhere and I'll see a kid that we saw at one of the after school programs, and they'll come up and give me a hug like, oh, hey, I only was with you for 20 minutes. I'm so glad I made an impact.
Yeah, that's a really cool feeling. So where do you think you'd be right now if you didn't join the program?
We're well over 100 active students, but there's a lot of schools out there that are in the less than 100 active students. 25 students is a huge impact. That was probably one of the other big impacts that we'll see continue to ripple through the way we do other things.
If there's someone who's watching this and they're on the fence about booking a call, speak to us, or join the program, like what would you say to them?
In a world with so much social media and AI and all these things, I think the one-to-one connection of in-person things is going to be more important than it's been in the past. If you don't have a good system to do in-person events, you got to do it. And some of us have been around for a long time, don't love the idea of going back to all the sweat equity, the boots on the ground, things like that. Because, we did it back in the day. I remember putting flyers in newspaper boxes and doing all these things. And then we got Facebook and we were like, I could just sit here and leads come in. That's not just going to stay that way. And something that's going to be important for schools in the future.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And I think it's important for people to recognize, like whenever you do organic marketing like this and you go out into the community, especially in smaller communities or small towns like you guys are in, that word of mouth travels way, way further, right? If you're in a city, downtown area, tons of walk by traffic, people just walk in, maybe you don't need this as much, right? It's really for people who need to go out and recruit new students and bring them in. Those 20 plus new students, those are on top of what you already get. This is not instead of, right? So whatever you normally get every month, okay, you add 24 to that, 25 to that in the last 2 months. And then you add hopefully a couple dozen more before the summertime. Like how big of a difference does that make for your school and your family?
And they all have friends that now we all run buddy programs, referral campaigns, all that kind of stuff. You get 25 new people who have a new set of buddies, a new set of friends, all that kind of stuff. It's a ripple effect that is a little bit different than bringing in 5 students a month or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming on here. I'm excited to see where you guys are at 6 months from now. I appreciate you guys and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.